Welcome to this book, and let me, if I may, give you a rough idea of what it's about so you'll enjoy it more. The main theme of the book is about anthropology and about how anthropology presently is very much involved in academic concerns and problems, and suggests that anthropology could really be very valuable in addressing broader social concerns, but it doesn't do that yet. And it suggests how anthropology could move from being academic to more socially engaged in addressing significant problems in the world. Let me frame the book by telling you a little joke. There are these two pilots, and they came around over an airport in their plane, and the pilot says to the co-pilot, "Oh, this is going to be dangerous." So they turn around, they come down, they glide in, and the plane lands just where the cement begins. And they burn rubber, that burns rubber, and the plane finally stops just at the edge where the cement ends and the grass begins. And the pilot says to the co-pilot, "Whew, boy, was that a short runway?" And the co-pilot says, "Yeah, but look how wide it is." In the same way, I suggest that anthropology needs to reconceptualize where it's going. Instead of missing the wrong way or getting the wrong way to land on a plane on a runway, anthropology has to land in the right direction to be effective in the world. It has to know which direction it's going in to really help address significant social concerns. Let me tell you a little bit about how to read the book, if I may. There's two audiences for this book. One's professional and graduate students, and they have all these details and all these other things that you really don't need to know. What you need to know, if I might suggest, is that you only read the bolded blue passages. The next section after this will show you what those different sections are. There's a code there. You can just follow that, and if you only read the bolded blue, you should finish the book in about 2 hours. And you should certainly have the main ideas, and you'll have everything you really need to know. You'll read in chapter 2 that I have all these names and other things of details to make me look credible to my peers, to colleagues. You don't need to know those. You don't need to memorize those. You just have to get the big ideas. You need one big idea per chapter. I've already told you the main idea of the book. Let me turn to chapter 1. Chapter 1, instead of saying it's a study of A, B, C, D, and E, when you think about it, a lot of different disciplines study A, B, C, D, and E. It says what makes anthropology distinct are 3 things. 1, its social structure. 2, its methods. And 3, its vision. Then in chapter 2, I turn to what anthropology as a discipline has accomplished. It's quite a controversial chapter. I suggest that anthropology has not accomplished that much as a discipline, and it certainly hasn't engaged with social problems. What it's done effectively with publications upon publications is enhance the status of individual anthropologists and departments. But it hasn't helped the anthropology discipline grow, and it hasn't helped the society. Chapter 3 turns to how anthropology really could help the society and suggests clear ways that it could help diminish violent conflicts. It could help make government policy more effective in international relations, and a way that could help you personally. In terms of violent conflicts, I take as a case study Vietnam and suggest that if anthropologists had been more involved and people had been more aware of anthropology concepts and methods, that thousands of Americans and millions of Vietnamese may not have died. In terms of foreign policy and government policy and international relations, I suggest the foreign aid, we've spent $2 trillion on that. I suggest if anthropologists were more involved and engaged with these issues, we would spend that far more successfully, far more effectively, with far better results. And in terms of matters to you personally, I deal with college. I address why it costs so much. You'll be intrigued by the answer, I suspect. And I say how you might be able to get more for your money, learn more, gain more for less cost. The final chapter deals with how we can make anthropology less academic and more socially engaged, how we can transform the discipline, and it actually asks for your help. That's the book. I hope you enjoy it. Good luck reading it. Thank you.